Welcome back, guys, to Tales of Arise, where last episode, after fighting through the rest of the prison tower, we reached the room with Lord Ganabelt Valkyris within, readying ourselves to face him as Lord prepares to smash his defenses, engaging in battle to get our revenge. After surviving his indignation attacks, we emerged victorious as the owner of the Light Master Core passed on. This brought light back to the region, as its people saw the sun for the first time in many years, and we now wonder what and where next for our heroes.
So much for Ganabelt. Good riddance.
You said it.
So, was the Lord of Calaglia like Ganabelt too?
No. Balsef was huge, a real tough guy act. Now that I think of it, his crest was different too. His was a flaming cross.
Ah, I see. Anyway, what do you guys plan on doing from here?
We keep moving. 3 Renan Lords remain, and we won't rest until their thrones are empty as well. That work for you, Xion?
That was my endgame from the beginning.
Hey, so, if it's not too much trouble, could I maybe come along?
Isn't Cyslodia your home?
I mean, yes, but it's just, now that everyone knows what I've been hiding, well, it might be best to get as far away as I can until it all quiets down. Is that okay? I promise I'll pull my own weight.
Sure. You're welcome to join us.
Taking off, huh?
Yeah. Thanks for everything.
It's too bad. I wish there was more we could do to pay you back for all you've done. I'll see to it personally that Zephyr's remains reach Calaglia safely.
What's next for Cyslodia?
I honestly couldn't tell you. The enemy infiltrated its way right to our core as a people. Only time will tell if we can rise above our suspicions and come together.
Zephyr once told me that so long as you don't give up, there's no wall that can't be torn down.
Sounds about right. And thanks to you, the greatest obstacle that was in our way is now gone. I suppose the rest of it will be up to us.
I look forward to seeing how far you'll go.
Oh, I almost forgot. Before you head off, there's something I wanted to give you.
Wow, look at you! You scrub up real nice.
It was a parting gift.
It's like speaking to one of the old Dahnan heroes from legend.
Where to next, then?
Elda Menancia. You're really going to travel in that thing?
Why not? It's not as heavy as it looks. Actually, there's someone I was hoping we could invite along with us.
You can't be serious.
Got someplace to be?
Not really. I mean, I can't stay here, of course. Then again, there's no one waiting for me back in Calaglia either. Plenty of ditches along the road. Maybe I'll find one to die in.
How about a fresh start?
After the kinds of things I've done, I don't know where I'd even begin.
Your father said that as long as you face the past, there's hope.
I think it might be a little late for that.
He also said he'd fought and lost all his life, but didn't regret it in the slightest. It's only over when you give up. Keep fighting, and even that wall inside you can be brought down. Don't you want to see what your dad saw on the other side of that wall? What he was fighting for?
Do you think I'm even worthy to?
That's for you to decide.
I'm sick of losing everything I love, of running from life. Maybe all that's left is to just turn around and face it. Count me in.
Finally, I thought you'd never finish. We've still got a ways to go.
Here we go, Hoodle.
We have befriended Law. Fully. And also acquired a Master Core of Light. I mean, not only did the one that Balsef may have had, it was irrelevant, because we already have a Fire Core. It did get melted, if there was one. The Master Core of Light, Blood Light, Slave Labor, has saturated with a light astral energy.
This armor was a gift from Bregon. What if it really did belong to a Dahna hero once upon a time? He challenged an overwhelmingly powerful Renan foe and perished for it. I wonder how he felt having the hopes of the people riding on him.
Sun is indeed shining, Owlclaw. Wonder how that will change, like, the snowy climbs and all that. Now that will change things in general.
Hey, did you make off with that armor while none of us were looking? Because I've gotta admit, you look pretty snazzy in it.
He didn't steal it, if that's what you mean. Bregon gave it to him as a parting gift.
Ah, right. Although it makes sense, I guess. It's like a symbol of rebellion in its own way.
Which is why it should have been your father wearing this, not me.
I don't know. I don't think he could have pulled it off like you, man.
I wonder what the last wearer of this armor was dreaming of for Cyslodia when they decided to rise up and fight.
Who knows? Anyone who could have answered that is long gone. Truth is always lost with the departed.
Are you saying there's no point in trying to understand why they gave up their lives?
No, only that it's impossible to know for sure. Look, I can tell that you're concerned about Cyslodia's future, but we do have other things to take care of. You can't shoulder all of the world's problems, Alphen. If you try to, you'll only find yourself buried by the weight of it all.
Yeah, I know. My path is forward, and I'll do what I can, here and now.
We also have another skit for Stowaway Law.
You were born in Calaglia, right, Law?
Oh yeah. It's scalding hot all the time there, so I was shocked when I learned Cyslodia is the exact opposite. Not to mention dark.
Not anymore, thankfully.
How did you even manage to cross the border between realms? All 5 realms are supposed to be closed off, due to the nature of the crown contest.
What? Is this an interrogation now?
I didn't mean it like that. I just figured if a Dahnan like you was able to slip between realms, it could come in handy later.
Ah, good thinking. I don't think I really did anything all that creative, though.
What? Don't tell me you climbed over the walls of fire.
Oh, hell no. Not even Zoogles could do something that crazy. Nah, I stowed away.
In what?
Oh, you'll like this. The realms don't maintain much contact with each other, but there are resources each is looking to trade for. So, there are cargo convoys from each of the lords that go around a few times a year to lend those resources to each other.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. That was the only time the gates of Calaglia would ever open up.
Right. Obviously, they don't let Dahnans ride with them. so I snuck on board inside some cargo instead.
So you were carried out of the realm? You did great not getting caught. Way to go.
Let's just say I've always had a knack for sneaking around since I was little. I was also really desperate to get the hell out of Calaglia at the time. I had more guts than brains that day. If I had to guess, I probably wasn't the first one to ever do something like that. Dahna or Rena.
I wonder if that's how Ganabelt, was able to hear about what happened in Calaglia so quickly.
So in other words, we should always assume that the enemy is informed about whatever it is that we may be up to, wherever we go.
Well, we'd definitely be making waves. We've definitely been making waves. There's still a couple of areas to actually check out within here, but now we've got our new fancy armor. Did that actually come with a new fancy weapon? The Sin Cleaver armor. It is the next tier up from everything we could get. Said to have been darkened every time a sinner was slain. The Sin Cleaver blade has no element to it. It's just strong. And fancy. So I'll take that. I'll take that. Also, the Iron Gauntlets have been equipped and the Silver Wolf Vest as well. That's new gear for you. An outfit designed for martial arts practitioners. The Silver Wolf seen on the shoulder was an impulse purchase at Stall after Law fell for it. One of those edgy boys. Of course he is. And the Iron Knuckles are built for extremely close combat. Though weighty, they pack a literal punch that hits much harder than bare fists when equipped. You never want to go bare-fisted though. Ow!
Stay sharp. We're going in.
This should still have enemies in it, by the sound of it. So the doggo down below. Was one of the things, and the other thing was in here. Who took it? But we did not have a key still to go through here. There's got to be some places somewhere that have keys to open up not just that. Zephyr deceased. Why, thank you, Toolzip. I needed reminding. Just in case you didn't know, the tooltip wishes to tell you. They just keep the dog chained down here then? I'll see you later, dog. I mean, I guess if it's trapped in there, it's probably the best place for it. There might be another key to find here. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a look around later or something. Maybe it is later overall, because there's not just one key, but two. Maybe it's in the boss room.
Whew. I don't sense any more enemies.
Yep, in town we are safe. That we know of. For now. Where the hell do we go next? There's people digging away by the look of it. Thanks, miss. Next time I'll bring my mummy with me. I love that. I can't wait to see you two. Hey, you're that woman who... have we met somewhere? Sorry, no, just thinking about loud, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, you're that guy who helped liberate Calaglia. That was impressive stuff what you did. I wonder what all the people I rat on are going to do to me. Drive me out of here? Maybe even lynch me? Wouldn't blame them after everything I've done. Thought you had parents you were looking after. Yeah, well, they died. What was I thinking back then? What you did might be wrong, but you're still alive.
Hey.
And as long as you are, it's never too late to turn things around. Don't throw the rest of your life away simply because of hindsight. So you're telling me to start living for others now, not just my parents. It's easy for you to say. You're a big hero. You can take it or leave it. I'm just telling you what I'd do in your shoes. Glad you're not. So what is it you're going to do now instead? We're going to liberate Dahna so that nobody like you has to make those sort of hard choices ever again. Yeah, that's about what I expected to hear. There's no way anyone will ever forgive a dirty traitor like me, but I have to do something. Could be my future informant. Guess I'll take your advice and see what I can do to make up for my past. Some people are coming around them. Hey sis, I want to go on a walk with Mummy and Daddy when they get back. Walking in the sun is so much fun. Yes, when they get back, yes. They definitely get back, yeah. Hi, you're not scattering anymore to inform on me.
Thanks for letting me stick around, you guys.
Sure, we're happy to have you. But are you...
Oh, there was more talk. That was a big pause. I hope the guy you got here on that broadcast is doing okay. Yeah, he looked like he was in terrible shape, but I hope he knows that he reminded us of what matters. I'd love to meet the guy and shake his hand.
You sure you don't want to head back to Calaglia?
Yeah, I'm not sure how I can help yet. But for now, I'm going to follow Alphen and see what happens next.
Seeing what happens at the moment is to check out more of the map. This way's probably my way to go. Minancia is our next location. There doesn't seem to be any more stores. Letters on the map currently, so we're going to look around for them. How gorgeous! Who knew that was the sky's true color? And you've been forced to make fake lights this whole time. I didn't think I'd live to see the day. The legends don't do it justice. Wish my friend could have seen the sky. Can't just let the snitches that helped the Snake Eyes off scot-free, right? The Silver Source insisted on no revenge. Said we should sit tight until there's a proper system for accountability in place. We all know the rats will have gone to ground by then. I agree with the no revenge thing, though. I've had enough of backstabbing. Digging that up, are you? Were there Snake Eyes remnants? No, not I can see. They've gone aground. After everything they've put us through, I'm not cutting Dahna's or Renan's any slack. Damn right. I don't care if they're buried in the snow. I'll find them. Alright, so we should head back to the owl place to get a couple more rewards. Lord is dead. The Silver Source did him in. Hard to believe, but compared to the way the sky is, I'll believe anything. We should head back to Calaglia, Orbis Calaglia, and want to point Uzlibek, because that fashion quest might have proceeded. Maybe now I won't have to live in constant fear. The fast travel can sort me out for that. Before we head on to Minancia. But at this rate, it doesn't seem like a side quest here. Now there's an actual inn.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
So we're out. I'm confident I have just the weapons you're looking for at the quality you expect. Now tell me what you want. I want to see if there's actually any new weapons. There is not. Not until we move on by the look of it. Actual inn. You know, after what happened, I never thought we'd get to drinking together again. You're telling me. It still doesn't feel real that I'm out. There's an item shop next to it. Welcome to my shop, where prices are fair and all our transactions are above board. Is there something I can help you with? I guess you have to state that fact now. Can't ever just be happy and in the moment. You never know who among your friends might be reporting to the Snake Eyes behind your back. It's scary to think about people you know, but it's so true. But now it's somewhat sorted. Looked like there was the metal craft who was next to that guy too. Was inspired by Zephyr's words. I wish I could be like him. This from a guy who whines day in and day out about your manual labor. Can people like us really start over though? You just had to listen to your own heart. Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. Who knew it'd be so liberating to not have to live in fear of eyes on you? No kidding. It's like the darkness of the sky cast a pall over our own hearts. None of this would be possible if not for the people who risked their lives fighting the Renans for us. Apart from a serious case of the mistrust of everyone else in the town, they've actually got like a nice place to live after now that they're not, you know, under oppression, under rule of the Renans. Well, it's been one miserable mess of getting reported and threatened and sentenced to hard labor, but now for the first time I'm glad to be alive. I should know just what you mean. I was ready to give up on life when my friends sold me out. Never thought I'd see this day come. Who knew the sky was so beautiful? I'm grateful to the heroes who won back our land's light. I've only heard of the sun in legends. Never thought I'd see it for myself. Hey, you. Are you sure the Rena aren't coming back? This treasure is what I couldn't stand to have stolen the second time. The sun. 'Tis a good treasure indeed. The man in that broadcast said to ask yourself what you want to protect. Was I wrong all this time? I start over. It's not too late, right? Zephyr's memory. It's a powerful thing for the people. That will spread. I thought my baby was dead and buried. So to see my little girls keep up this whole time, well, it brings me to tears just thinking about it. Makes it hard to need my bread, but oh well, it's worth it. The bread will be extra salty today. Step right up. We got Dad's super special yummy bread up for grabs. You're not going to want to miss out on this stuff. Plus, we've also got bread that me and my sister needed too. I'm so glad those girls got to reunite with their father. If you hadn't made it, it would have just broken my heart. Kitty's meowing at me. Doesn't look like there's any quests around at the moment, though, does it? Did you hear? Did you hear? Don't yell. I'm not used to you talking so loudly. No, you just gave this old man a heart attack. I'm sorry. It's true we always had to keep our voices down whenever we wanted to talk. Welcome to the Silver Swords. You're always welcome here. This is our destination, right?
Huh? I think someone's calling out for us.
They could have something they need from us.
Have you got a quest?
Right.
Oh, it's you guys again. Thanks again for all your help earlier. Don't mention it. How's the rebuilding process coming along? I won't pretend it's going perfectly, but we're getting by all right. Right now, we're in the middle of trying to get all the folks who were hauled in by the Snake Eyes back home. Problem, as always, is the Zoogles. They make it hard to go most anywhere. If we could clear out just a small handful more of them, I think we could manage, but how? Hey, Alphen, you think we could take time out to lend these guys a hand? The Zoogles, you mean? I don't expect it to make things even between me and them, but I still want to do something to help.
Got it.
Sure, sounds like a job that's right up our alley. Let's help them out, Law. Where do you want us to go, Bregon?
Right.
Glad to have you on board. I need you to head for the nearest Snowplains. If you can clear some Zoogles out of there, you'd be doing us a solid. The sooner that area is safe to traverse, the sooner we can get people in. Thanks, you two. First quest found. By the way, one of the first things I would actually want to be doing here as Alphen is just to literally ask for these people to send building materials, some form of aid, because they've got it, unlike the people in Calaglia, to Calaglia. To Orbis Calaglia, stat. Send them over to Uslibek. Help them build themselves up into something more than what they have. They've got at least some resources here. Food might be an issue, but they've got less food over there. Menek, I trusted you. How could you betray us? Quite easily, it seemed. Making sure to have some kind of cooperation between these two now freed nations would go a long way, I feel. I'm in a good mood today, so I'll throw in a little extra for always being such a good customer, man. Oh, thank you. I'll be back again soon. They're not haggling anymore. They don't have to. Brother, you sure you don't want to go back to work now? Yeah, I quit. Staying with you from now on. If I never work that job again, it'll be... never mind. Do wonder what the job was. Can't believe the Rena actually got pushed out. I hope people aren't starting to turn their attention to me now. So there doesn't look to be any more here. It goes to the underground waterway from this section, though. Looks like our days of guarding the hidden passageways here are over. Yeah, Snake Eyes are no longer a threat. About time, if you ask me. You don't have to keep using the passage if you don't want to. In fact, you can go through the front entrance of the city now. It's safe. I'm still here to make sure no Zoogles or anyone unwanted finds their way in, so I suspect it'll be closed off soon enough anyway. Well, why am I going through it? Because I don't know if there's a quest down there or not. Send ice to Calaglia.
Off we go.
What is this foreign thing? You could just go in normally through the front gate now, but you come this way anyway. You must be nuts. As long as this path remains standing, it needs a lookout to ensure nobody suspicious comes through. I'm not nuts. I didn't know if you might have a quest. Alright, the Navira Snowlands. We can at least complete our first quest, right? Maybe I should have come this way.
You're mine! I'm on it! Here I come! How about this? Whoa, away! You're mine! Lunar Rondo!
I'll stay up here a bit longer.
Your father once made the same remark.
So even my dad knows, huh?
Do it! Shion, astral energy! Full throttle!
Certainly not bad.
No complaints here.
So even my dad noticed, huh? Alright, let's clear out the things that are on the roadway. Which are, of course,
That
far
looks like
removed
the Zoogle we were...
Get lost!
from where we were actually supposed to be.
It's over!
Raging cascade!
I was going to try to get up in the air before that happened. It did not work.
It's over!
If it's in the sky, it's
Here I
mine!
come! Lunar Rondo!
Here I go!
It must take guts to fight without a weapon.
I'm not brave. I just do what I have to.
If you're ever in a pinch, just say the word.
Your power is a spectacle to behold.
I'm not trying to be dramatic with it.
Still, it's a part of you. Embrace it.
Here I come!
We're cleaning house.
Let me take the rest of them.
Well, someone's feeling lively.
That's a lot more quotes of all the guys around in there.
Raging cascade!
A lot more. Law's leveled up. Next pack. How did I dodge them?
Out of our way!
You're finished! Take this! You're finished!
First raging
You're on!
cascade! Into the shadows!
Take this! This one's
We're in the
all
home
mine!
stretch, guys.
What she said.
That focus goes double for you,
Is that the Zoogle we're looking for?
It is indeed. Attacking my lettuces.
I won't forgive you!
Here I come!
Lightning
Take this!
Eat this!
I'll take you all on!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Let's get you off
Do it! It's a good
Astral energy!
Say no more.
And so they're still combative. No matter what through their combat. All we have to do is report back to Bregon. That was quick. Scan through town. One quest located. And now we move back on, yeah? Let's go that way. Do. I almost find that faster than going through the map thing and looking for it by name.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
How are things going with the Zoogles out in the Nevera Snowplains? Making progress. Better than that, we got rid of them all for you. The area should be safe for a while. Damn, nice job. That should make it a lot easier for folks to return to their homes. Much appreciated. Do you really think things are going to be okay for those people once they're back? I mean, think about it. Anybody who got arrested has to realize someone reported them. You made it clear that the slate is wiped clean. Retribution is forbidden. Can't really expect people to just... I know rules isn't going to be enough. Trust me, I'm not naive. We all have to face each other and confront our past as best we can before we move on.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess you can't pretend like nothing ever happened. Culling the Snowplain herds is complete. 175 more SP and some more life bowls. Very appreciated.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Bregon!
Hopefully it's nothing.
Oh, hey.
Hey Bregon, is there anything else I can do to help around here?
Right.
You bet. Could I ask you to go around and survey some folks? What kind of survey? We need to gather a lot of different opinions about how to make this town a better place to live. But I guess because of the constant surveillance we were all under, people have yet to find their voices. So to figure out what's on people's minds, you think going to them and asking them straight up is your best bet? Exactly. Can I count you in?
Yeah!
Yeah, I think I can handle that. I'm used to going around talking to people. You don't mind, do you, Alphen?
All right.
By all means, let's get straight to work. Great, thanks you two. Then for starters, let's have you ask a handful of people around town and see how that goes. The survey says... Well, the medic's gone. I guess we need a new leader, huh? Maybe I'll put my name forward and see what happens. You can do that if you like, but I doubt there's anyone better for the job than Bregon after what he did to bring all of us together. You may be right, but I still think we could do with someone a little bit more, you know, charismatic. Did you not see his stabby spear? The armor does not work very well with the half mask. I think it's fine. It's like wearing a helmet. But equally, on top of that, it's more the fact that the armor and the mask's metal matches up perfectly. What a coincidence.
Yeah!
Well, if you're out gathering opinions from townspeople, I've got something for you to pass on to them silver swords. Tell them to let us merchants start trading freely already. The bright eyes are gone, so I don't see what the holdup is. I mean, between you and me, our neighboring realm, Calaglia, they say they got liberated shortly before we did, right? So while we're over here freezing our butts off waiting for things to open up, they could already be well underway developing their trade. Make sure you tell them all that. I don't want us to get left behind by the competition. There's only 2 people to trade with. It's like you or them. They don't have many options here to get ahead. If there's any trade going on, it's between you and them. That's it. Probably don't want to talk to the other nations on the basis that you just don't know if they might go, well, there's a whole land to subjugate. I guess, though, with the whole, this weird core gathering ether, astral energy, that's the one, that stuff going on, they wouldn't necessarily be so interested in taking over and invading another land. They'd be very much focused on just their portion. What would I change about Cysloden, you ask? Well, there's one thing that comes to mind. The execution platform in the central plaza. You should really prioritize getting rid of that. Every time I come across that thing, I can feel myself tense up. You understand why, right? Just looking at it puts me on edge. I think that's a good step. A memorial? I think that's a good next step.